the art and science of tuning in and connecting in and tuning your own little instrument there. Let's do it. So I want to welcome you, congratulate you for showing up for yourself, as always the biggest thing. So the fact that you're here in this moment in time should be a nice reflection for you that you in this moment really value yourself to be here and commit to yourself. So congratulations. Here we go. So we'll begin by just closing our eyes, beginning just to tune in to our bodies, tuning into our energy, breathing slowly in the nose and out the mouth. As soon as you close your eyes and you begin the process of slowly breathing, we begin to enter into the realm of the subtle energy of the body, moving a little, distancing ourselves slightly away from our just pure physical nature and getting a little insight into thought forms, thought streams, and the mind. Slowly breathing in the nose and out the mouth. Just relaxing your belly, letting the belly stretch. Sometimes people reverse the breathing. They'll actually kind of suck in on the inhale and try to push out on the exhale, and it's reversed in there. So as you breathe in the nose, just let the belly stretch open. Feel the stretch, and then exhaling out the mouth, letting it just gently come back towards you. As we bring the presence to our beingness, we begin to blur the lines from some physical energy to the subtle energy of the body, creating some gap room for our mind to observe itself. Nothing to do, just bringing a sense of beingness to the equation. Very nice, good, keep going. As we breathe gently, we're working to suspend some of the usual and just defensive anchors that help us work through our day, helps us to move, and helps us to open car doors or to shovel driveways. We need a bit of defensiveness in our system to operate in the world. some of that defensive energy gives us some contrast of what we like and what we don't like, and what works for us and what doesn't work for us. But for now, we can just bring our presence to our system and just ask the defenses of the system just to suspend themselves, just to hold themselves up by themselves for a moment. Sometimes before we go and try to figure out and sort through all our psychology and all our rules and different beliefs and little seed assumptions that we might have, little original judgments of things. It's wise just to be able to have a skill to move yourself into your body with more grace and presence, more energy. Nice and slow. Now just slow that down just a little bit more. And we're just going to breathe 7 seconds in and 7 seconds out if you want a mental pacer for that, or you can just kind of estimate it, but just try to get that 7 seconds in and 7 seconds out, just further reinforcing some alpha wave function, which is a nice, slow, relaxed, conscious, meditative state of mind and flow of energy. And just allow yourself to stay with any bits of agitation, any parts of you that are ready to move on, ready to move to the next exercise, saying, all right, Kate, that's good. Enough. I'm done. I'm done with this. Okay, no point anymore. Like just listen to those, let those voices, let those little pieces and parts come through, acknowledge them, let them roll. Good. Just to further loosen the grip, what I want you to do is just bring your hands in a sitting position. Bring your hands right to the level of your eyes. You're just going to rock the hips just back and forth. If you're sitting in lotus position, cross leg, you'll just feel the hips just roll back and forth. You're engaging them lightly. If you're sitting just in a sitting position, sitting stance, you're just going to rock the pelvis. You're going to almost envision like one of those little Moroccan dancers or something, just kind of rolling the hips back and forth. Your hands are going to be out in front of you, just doing gentle little circles. You're going to have a really soft neck. You're going to watch your posture, keep your posture up. And we're going to gently breathe in the mouth and out the mouth. And I don't want you to do it really deeply, just very relaxed. Just like you're just chilling to a groovy little relaxed piece of music. Nothing crazy, nothing wild in this moment. Just feeling a little groove within your body. Just as you've provided yourself with more presence, we're going to add a little bit of rhythm to the body. Breathing in the mouth and out the mouth, really relaxed, soft, gentle, like a soothing little moving. Yeah, beautiful, good. Breathing in the mouth and out the mouth. Make sure you have a really, really soft neck just to release some of the neck tension that's occurring or may have developed from a day or a couple days or a week. Just soft, let those hands go, let the head bobble like a bobblehead, let those hips just jostle back and forth. So you feel a little bit of kind of the top end of the pelvis just rocking. You feel those shoulder girdles rolling, the head's relaxing. Just watch your posture, keep it relatively upright, soft and smooth. So you can grab hold of a little piece of music in your mind that you might want to enjoy, just kind of jiving to, or you just enjoy the pure stillness of nothingness. Or you hear your partner slamming a fridge in the back of your kitchen, or whatever's going on, just embracing the moment. Whatever supports your rhythm. We're loosening the grip of the habit of being yourself. Loosening the grip of the habit of the persona. Hang in there, keep going. Almost there. Last 30 seconds. Soft, soft, soft shoulders, soft hips, soft neck. Find your groove, find your rhythm. Good. Just freeze the body for a moment. Take a big breath in. Hold your breath. Hold it in. As you hold your breath in, relax your arms into your lap or the hands into your lap. Then exhale all the way out. Hold that exhale out for a moment. Good. And then relax that. Take a breath in. And release. We're going to just explore some flexion extension. We want to take a look at that spine and feel that spine. So let's get all those wonderful, beautiful joints moving. We're going to rock back and forth, flexion and extension. That's it. Beautiful. Flexion and extension. Good. Back and forth. Feel free to stretch the neck back as far as you want and stretch it forward as far as you want to go. Really feeling slowly enough. I was working with people today and just really reinforcing that art of feeling the body, not just doing things, not just moving for its own sake, but feeling your way through the movement. That helps to develop awareness of the body and your posture. Good. Get nice stretches through the shoulder blades. Good. And then we're just going to stretch from side to side. Just find that side to side movement, the rhythm, the stretching, making that C-shaped bend on either side, reverse C and a forward C. Feeling the distance between the bottom of the ribs and the pelvis open up on each side. Don't forget the neck. We want to stretch side to side very lightly, very gently. There's a big bundle of nerves called the brachial plexus, which exits out the bottom of the neck. And it can get quite sensitive and irritating. So you want to just be careful as you're bending that neck from side to side, that you're not overstretching and creating your own defenses. Beautiful. Just go back, forward, flexion and extension again. Lubricating all your joints, getting the cricks out. Beautiful. Really, really explore that range of the neck, letting it stretch back and letting it stretch forward. Squeeze that spine as you pull back and flex that spine as you roll forward. One more time, side to side, just creating a C-shaped type of movement. And again, I picture opening up the side obliques, the muscles along the side, just getting a nice stretch. Beautiful. Just kind of like rest your body kind of back into that middle line, back in that center zone. We're going to very gently rotate the head to the left. And then slowly rotate your head to the right. I had two people under age 35 today that definitely had a loss of range of motion of about probably, I'd say 30-35%. And they had no idea their muscles are just shortening. So this is so critical, so essential to explore your full range of motion in all the joints of the spine. You lose it really, really quickly and really easily and really subtly. So just rolling your neck from side to side. Feel free to add the breath. If you want to breathe in that left side, pause and exhale a little bit further. And then you can rotate to the right. As far as you can, take a big breath in and exhaling that and rotating that to the right. And just going back and forth with that breath. A couple more times. Just reminding your brain and body what the range availability is. This never gets old for your spine. Now we're just going to isolate the neck a little bit more. So we're going to flex it forward, chin down to the chest. Let your spinal cord stretch. You may feel a little tugging or sometimes a little burning or a little singeing down, one end of the spine or the other. On that flexion, as you elongate, you might just be noting some restrictions that are along the spinal cord area. And then letting that head come all the way back, letting it open up. Just what I warn of you is just, you want to keep that posture up as your head rolls back, just so that there's room back there as the head folds over the shoulders. And the head bends forward and the head bends back, all with good posture. Keep that posture solid. Keep your pelvis underneath you. Just gonna shake that out, jaw. Good, just take a moment with all that spinal movement, just to reconnect with your breath, bring awareness to your body, your posture, where you are in space. Good, big breath in. And exhaling. Slowly bring your breath in your mouth and out your nose. Just holding this space of stillness just a little bit longer. Stage 8 in the stages of healing is about just beingness, just about expansion. It's about grace and gratitude. And I want to invite you into just a little bit more of that experience and presence with yourself by very gently breathing in the mouth and out the nose. And as you breathe in the mouth, just very gently tipping the head back, maybe about 10-20 degrees, and then exhaling out the nose, letting that fall. So right now we're just conserving and regenerating a bit of energy before we use some of it in some of the more vigorous exercises. Breathing in the mouth, head tipping back, maybe 10-20 degrees, exhaling out the nose. As you breathe in the mouth, I just encourage you to breathe gently through the upper chest. So you're not heaving that breath up. Your shoulders are back. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your pelvis is tipped forward, so it's underneath your shoulders. You have good posture. And the breath rises up from the bottom through the chest, if you want to envision it that way. And then as you exhale out the nose, everything just kind of falls back through the heart, back down to the base of the spine. And then you bring that breath in the mouth, pulling that breath up through the heart, head comes back. And then exhale at the nose, head goes back to neutral, breath comes through the heart, down the spine to the base of the spine. You just keep repeating that cycle slowly in the mouth and then out the nose. You're basking in your own stillness, your own awareness, your own bigness. And as you radiate outward, honoring the subtle body and your causal energy bodies, different energy bodies that surround the physical form, expanding that out, radiating that out, radiating your energy out. So as you're breathing, what if you really did expand your energy, your mind, your awareness out around your body, 3 or 4 or 5 feet? Can you do that? Can you invite yourself into that experience? Stay soft, stay relaxed. Beautiful. And then just relax the body. The only real part of your physiology that would want to get going right now is the little beta brainwaves that want to just pursue, take action. And they want to see you attack things, attack the world, and attack an exercise, go after it. Just ask it just to take a back seat for a second, just to allow yourself to enjoy the moment. Remember, you're like a gift, so you're unwrapping this gift right now. You're unwrapping what was unavailable to you throughout the day. Everyone's bum is ready to rise, so we're just going to stand up. If you can't stand up, then you can do this sitting. You just modify it. Pretty much the same movements will take place. You're just modifying it in the sitting position. We've had a chance to get the whole spinal cord moving. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise our hands right over top of our head. Feet are going to be about shoulder width apart because you're going to want to have the capacity to do some squat and kind of bring those hands down to the floor. So what we're going to do is as we breathe in, we're going to pull the energy in through the top of our head, crown chakra, our hands through our third eye, through the throat, to the heart. We're going to flip those hands. We're going to turn them and visualize. The key is visualize pushing the energy of that from memory, from the head. Push that energy down through the bottom 3 chakras through the groin, all the way down the legs and into the floor if you can make it there, or come as close as you can. Then the breath, you're gonna visualize pulling that energy back up from the floor. You're gonna pull it through the legs, through the first, second, and third energy center. You're gonna flip it at the heart. You're gonna visualize exhaling and pushing that through the throat, through the third eye, and out the top of the head. Now it'll get a little sloppier as you go, but that's okay. Just with speed, you get a little bit sloppier. There's a little sacrifice. Breath in. Turn the hands at the heart all the way through to the floor. Breath in. I want you to keep that going. And I wanted to pace that for you because if you can put the power into it, your experience of this particular exercise will be different. Find your flow and find your rhythm. What I want to encourage you, though, on that exhale is the most massive expression of power that you can let out. It's a big whoosh. Almost spitting. You'd probably spit if I was in front of you. Okay. Keep going at your pace. This will challenge, it'll create a sympathetic nervous system. It'll produce that. It'll produce a bit of fight or flight. So your hands might get a bit clammy. You might feel almost a little claustrophobic-y. If you're a little anxiety prone, it can stir that up just a little bit. Just be willing to just be on the edge of that. Okay, just be on the edge of it. Don't throw yourself into panic attack. Just find your rhythm. Slow it down if you need to. Pick it up if it's available. Find your rhythm. This is key for you. Just do you. Just do you. Keep going. About 45 seconds to go. So find your pace that you can do for 45 seconds. You're lighting yourself up like a Christmas tree. You're touching all the chakras. The yogi in you, the teacher in you, the communicator in you, the caregiver in you, the competitor in you, the creator in you, the builder in you, all the chakras. Integration of all parts. Last 15 seconds. Good. On your last one, those hands are over your head. You're going to be in a full exhale. Then I want you to take a big inhale. Hold the breath, and then exhale the arms down to your side. Feet shoulder width apart, palms facing outward, hands to your side. Eyes are closed, and just observing. Just noticing your energy, keeping your mind big and large and wide to all the energy around the room. Take up a lot of space. You're valuable. Take up space. Feel the confidence. Feel your worth. Feel your value. Feel the contribution to other people that you make every time you interact with them. That you're bringing your own unique magic. your own unique value. Every interaction. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Don't think it. Don't let that chatty left brain pop in. Keep feeling your energy. Keep feeling into the space around you. Blur the lines between your physical being and your surrounding and your environment. It's all energy. It's all information exchange. If you have nice stability for yourself, I want you to bring those feet together. If you don't, keep your feet shoulder width apart. We're going to be bending and extending our knees. We're going to be bending the knees on the inhale, but also on the inhale, we're going to draw those hands inward towards the chest. So those fingertips are touching your heart while your knees are bent. This is the exhale phase, out the nose. Just this position here. It's the exhale. Then the inhale is the legs and knees extend. The hands, like almost the shape of a heart, they open up. And that's the inhale phase, the expansion phase. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to curl all that energy back in so that we could use it in the regenerative process. And then we open ourselves up and we give it away. And then we pull it back in for the regenerative cycle of healing. And then we give it away. Big breath in. And then we bring it back in. Give it away. Bring it back in. Give it away. Bring it back in. And as you do that, as you open the system up and as you bring and draw that energy back in, what I want you to do is just bring your awareness to also the spine. How is my spine moving? How is my spine flowing? Let me also consider what it feels like on the back of my body, not just on the front. Can I hold my full awareness of my whole body in relationship to the space and the energy around me? Find your rhythm. There is no perfect pace. It is just the perfect pace is your rhythm, is your flow. Keep that going, keep it moving. Now, really squeeze those shoulder blades together, open up that upper chest, get those shoulder capsules open. Squeeze those thighs, squeeze the bum on when you're standing up. Squeeze that upper back, open the chest. Don't be afraid to get that head back a little bit into a bit of extension on that opening upper squeeze. And then as you curl everything back in, really feel that contraction, feel the pull, feel the stretch, feel the bend in the knees. Just picture yourself like a pump of energy. You're both taking energy in and you're liberating it and giving it away and pulling it in. And this is the subtle art of fair exchange, the subtle art of giving and receiving. This is the exercise that reinforces equity theory, which is the art of fair exchange. Beautiful. Last 30 seconds, you're doing great. Feel the rhythm. Whatever you can pull off for 30 seconds, great. If you want to make sure you're doing eyes closed, if you want to challenge it, feet are together, eyes closed is the most challenging position. Good. On your next one, inhale in, big inhale, big inhale. Stretch it, exhale, and then feet shoulder width apart, hands just to the side one more time. Just feel that energy. Take the moment to be present with yourself and celebrate your exercise. This is just all about remembering our range and our energy and the abundance of energy that we have moving through our body. And also to recognize various thought patterns that when we start contracting or think something's missing or feel like something's limited within us, and then we remember, oh my God, I'm this robust ball of energy. I can move it. I can do things. I can move it. I can get things going. I can get life moving if I need to. It's all here. I forgot. And how did I forget? How did I forget? Good. And then when you're ready, just slowly make yourself to the floor, weight of the floor on your back. If you can't do that, then just do the next exercise sitting. It won't be quite the same, but just if you need to sit, just have a sitting position. If you can lay down on your back, great. Good. Now just elongate your body. If you're in a sitting position, stretch those legs out. If you're on your back, those legs are stretched out. And I just want you to go through just from the toes, through the shins, through the thighs, through the back and pelvis, and just stretch things. If you're sitting, it just be, you just got to be creative on how to stretch those calves and those thighs, but you can definitely open and close those hips and feel the hip range of motion. And feel the chest stretch and feel those biceps and forearms and fingertips. Just stretch it all, just get a stretch happening. You're already pretty stretched out from your last exercise, but just reinforcing, digging into some of the micro layers of a system where we can be more mindful, more present, more attentive. This is where we go from gross movements into more subtle and subtle movements of the system, being a little more particular. Good. Just slowly breathing in the mouth and out the nose. And I want you to just bring your hands up and arms up like you're holding a big beach ball. Now the upper back's going to be nice and limber and loose right now. So as we breathe in the mouth, I want you to picture lifting your chest up towards the ceiling, whether you're sitting or laying down. You're still going to lift that up towards the ceiling on the inhale. And then as you exhale out the nose, you're just going to kind of let your spine fall back to neutral. And then that breath comes in, you're lifting your chest. Lift it up. Let the energy lift through the arms on the inhale. And then exhale out the nose. You're going to let that energy fall back through the arms. The spine just goes back to a neutral position. Breath comes in the mouth. A stretch and arch of that upper back, a big stretch to the ceiling. Exhale out the nose, let it fall back. Now, if your shoulders are going to get sore, just let them sink into the sockets. Sometimes you just kind of have to let them sink in. If they get really tired, just release them out to the side and continue with the breath with your arms at your side. But if you can keep them up in that beach ball type of position, please do that. Keep that chest lifting on that inhale. Let that upper back, we're working on that upper back extension. So many of us get disconnected. And when we get into a fight or flight position, we stuff the tension in that upper back and it pushes backwards. So what we're doing is we're reversing that by opening it up and letting the very top part of that spine arch forward. Those very particular movement patterns. It's just like the upper half of that sternum is lifting towards the ceiling, being as precise and particular as you can. Soft breath in the mouth and out the nose. I assure you, if you nail this exercise, that upper back will feel amazing. Bringing very, very specific fluid and movement to that upper back. Even when we do flexion extension with our spine could still avoid actually getting right in there. So this really forces us, really forces the brain and the system to coordinate the front anterior movement of that upper thoracic area. And all those nerves go to the heart, help to regulate the heart. Some of them go to liver and gallbladder. Some of them go down the arm, into the shoulders, all the way down into the hands, like the nerves from T1 go all the way down to the hands. So really taking that upper 4 or 5 vertebrae of that upper back and bringing it to the roof, to the ceiling, opening it up. You're almost there, you're doing great. Soft breath, in the mouth, out the nose. Good, and then just relaxing your hands to your side. Feeling your own presence, your own awareness. And as you're laying there or sitting there, I want you just to visually let that body just sink into the floor or sinking your bum deeper and deeper into the chair. Softening the body, letting it relax deeper. Almost produce within your mind where you're almost falling into quicksand. And just a full allowing of that floor, the energy of the floor to be fluid, or the energy of the chair to be more fluid as you sink deeper into it. I had someone actually fall into the basement during this particular part of the exercise, so just be careful. Don't let yourself fall actually through the floor. but relax into it. I'm kidding, so you know. Ask yourself, what does it take for me to fully surrender? What would it look like to fully surrender as I move about my day? What part of me can be more soft and more relaxed as I move about my day? What if I only really fully tensed when it was really needed? What would it be like if I can keep a bounce in my step wherever I go? How light would I have to be? What attitude would I need to take in order to stay buoyant and light? And what's got me hooked that has me drop my energy or drop into defense? Can I differentiate when I really need to be in defense and when it's just merely a habit? Take a big breath in. Exhale. Gentle, full breath in. Don't jack your shoulders, just a full breath in and exhaling all the way out. Just a clean, connected, clarified energy. I'm going to get you slowly sitting up. Good. If it's possible, just kind of open the thighs, open the legs up, just to open up that root energy system. What I want us to do is then tip the pelvis forward a little bit, just to give us a good posture. Okay? Make sure you have a good posture underneath you. Posture's nice and tall, nice and relaxed. We're going to breathe in the mouth, like sipping it in though. So not a big gulp, just like sip it in and keep those legs open and pull that energy from the tailbone, pull it up the spine. And I want you to picture, this time I want you to picture squeezing like an orange, squeezing that cerebral spinal fluid all the way up the spine. As you get towards the top of the head, you're just going to tip the head back really lightly. That's the top of that sipping inhale. Then as you exhale, it's important that you keep your posture, but let the head relax into a neutral position and just let the energy drop down the spine towards that tailbone again. Then you're going to circulate that energy back in. You're going to sip it in. Squeezing your musculature up the spine. Squeezing it up the spine all the way to the top of the head. When you reach towards the top of the head, you're going to tip that head back slightly. And then you're going to exhale out the nose and just let all that energy roll back down the spine towards the base of the skull. We're just going to do this for 1 minute. So just keep going at your pace as you pull that breath up to the top of the head. Ready? Here we go. This will probably be about 3 breath cycles in total. Nice and slow and nice and long of the breath. Stretch each vertebrae as you're pulling that breath up. So that's why it goes slow enough to be able to be mindful all the way up and pull that energy up. Beautiful job. Keep going. You're doing great. Squeeze that up and softly let it go, holding a good posture. Beautiful. Just finish off your last breath. Wherever you're at in the cycle, just finish off your last one. Beautiful. Coming gently back into the body, we'll do just a few spinal flexes to flex and extend. We did so much beautiful extension work tonight. Just flexing that out, extending that, and feeling the wonderful range that's available for you. Just settling into the sitting position, taking a breath in the nose, out the mouth. Beautiful. Congratulations. Wonderful evening tonight. You did fantastic. Flies by as usual, but you did great. Way to go. Way to connect. And we will see you next week. And if